Hello everyone, welcome to a class today. So today we are going to learn about a very important aspect, that is the organization of the courts or organization of the prosecution or the police and their powers and functions. And with reference to BNSS we have to examine, okay, because as per the syllabus what we see is like what change has taken place, what is that structural change which has taken place from the courts under CRPC and the courts under BNSS, okay. See, basically, Supreme Court and High Court, they have been established by the Constitution, okay. And we also have special courts, special criminal courts like CBI court and all we have, even they have been established under special laws. There are special laws, okay. There are different special laws. So, Supreme Court does not try the criminal cases, but High Court tries the session cases. So, High Court and these special courts, they have the power to try the criminal cases, but they are not constituted under CRPC or BNSS. The courts which are constituted under CRPC and now which are being continued under BNSS are, there are 4 types of courts. One is Sessions Court, okay, not Supreme Court, this is Sessions Court. One is Sessions Court and the second one is JMFC, that is Judicial Magistrate of First Class. This is one category. The third category is Judicial Magistrate of Second Class. This is also the third category. And the fourth category is that it is about Executive Magistrate. So, they belong to a separate category because all these are judges, they are qualified as judges. But this is something Executive Magistrate are, they are coming under the state government. Okay, if this is a judiciary category, this is actually they are coming under the executive, they are coming under the government, but still they conduct certain proceedings, that is why they have been given the rank of the magistrates, that is executive magistrate. So, in magistrates only we can classify them as judicial magistrates and the executive magistrates as well, okay. So, when this is the case, okay, when this is the case, what we understand is that there are 4 types of criminal courts constituted under CRPC and the same is deemed to have been constituted under BNSS also, because the power continues. So, these are the 4 categories of courts which are having the power to try apart from High Court and special courts. Even High Court is having the power to try criminal cases, but as it is constituted under Constitution, it is a separate aspect. Okay, you have to name these 4 kinds of courts, and again these kinds of courts, they have been classified again. Okay, these basically the judicial magistrates. So, there are many judicial magistrates, among them the main one is considered to be the CJM, Chief Judicial Magistrate, and some of additional Chief Judicial Magistrate could also could be there. There could be many number of CJMs, that is Chief Judicial Magistrate. So, among them others are named as additional CJM and this person is named as CJM. Okay, that is another thing what we can see. And also we can have special magistrates, special judicial magistrates also, special CJM, special judicial magistrates, especially for a particular purpose, that will be, okay. So, this is one category what we can understand, and in the case of executive magistrates also we have district magistrate, we have special executive magistrates, so many things we have, okay. So, this is like a broad classification what we can understand. Now, let us understand them with the help of the charts, okay. I have already explained basically section 6, okay, section 6 BNSS and section 6 of CRPC. So, what does it do? It classifies different persons, different courts, okay. There are 4 kinds of courts what I have recently now mentioned. They are courts of session, that is Sessions Court, Judicial Magistrate of First Class, Judicial Magistrate of Second Class, and the 4th one is the Executive Magistrate. So, 4 kinds of categories are there. So, what does it state? It says that besides High Courts and besides special courts, apart from this, criminal courts classification is this, okay. Remember these 4 kinds of courts as per our code. Again, if we have to categorize them, so here we see Executive Magistrate is a separate category, Executive Magistrate is a separate category and these magistrates are of a separate category. So, again see Sessions Court, Judicial Magistrates Courts, Among the judicial magistrate courts, we also have CJM and additional CJM, we have special judicial magistrates, and regarding the jurisdiction and subordination, so likewise we can see. So, we will study that later. Okay. But basically, for what area are they judges? Whether sessions judge can decide upon a whole state? No, right? Or whether judicial magistrate, can he decide on a district matter? No, right? So, we have to understand how the state has been divided. So, basically the state has been divided as every state, okay, this is the state, every state, it can be called as a sessions division, or it can have several subdivisions, okay, that subdivision, several sessions division is known as district. So, this is what the state has, the districts, right, and every district may have subdivisions, every sessions division may have subdivisions, that is taluka we call, right. So, basically state is classified as sessions division, and sessions division is again classified as subdivisions. So, at every level we have the judges or the magistrate. So, sessions division we usually have the sessions judge, or sometimes it could be chief judicial magistrate. For subdivision we have subdivisional magistrate, subdivisional judicial magistrate, because if you call subdivisional magistrate, it refers to executive magistrate. Okay, so you have to call him as subdivisional judicial magistrate, or JMFC or JMSC, likewise you can call. Okay, so this is how we have to understand. See here again the same thing. If they have been territorially divided, every state shall be a sessions division, and every session division it consists of session divisions. So, there may be one division, or it may have several sessions divisions, and every session division again it shall be it shall consist of a district. It could be a separate district, or it may consist of several districts, and any district it may be divided into subdivisions again, right. So, this is the classifications. Okay. So, the state government is having ample power to alter the boundary, right. This is what we see daily. It may create a new taluk, a new district may be created, or the boundaries may be shifted to another taluk or another district. So, state government is the ultimate authority, and it may do that with the consultation of the High Court. This is the power with respect to the constitution of the courts. The courts, when they are being constituted, this thing we have to understand. It can alter the limit, it can increase the number, it can decrease the number of such number of districts, because for every district again a court will be constituted. So, this is regarding the boundary which we are saying, this is regarding the area we are speaking. For such area, now we are speaking. In the next session we will understand how the courts are being constituted. Okay. So, likewise executive magistrates also, I said, like executive magistrates we have special executive magistrates also. They are I will tell later, because special executive magistrates are themselves executive magistrates, but they have been constituted for a special category. For special cases they are being appointed. That is why they are called as special executive magistrates. Yes, see here you can refer this chart. So, what does it say? See here. Here we can see different types of courts, right. First we will begin with the sessions judge. See, sessions judge, here we are speaking about the person. Okay, remember one thing, if it is a sessions court, the court is being established by the government, state government is establishing it. The judges are being appointed by the High Court, because High Court is the usually, see, depends, okay, the state, every state may be having different state rules, state amendments could be there. We are speaking only about BNSS. So, if you are listening to this class and you belong to a different category of states, in your states there could be no composition of JMSC at all. JMSC, Judicial Magistrate of Second Class, could not be there, such courts could not be there at all. So, do not get mesmerized by that. It depends upon your state amendments. Your state might have changed that rule and has implemented a new rule. It depends. So, usually it is the High Court which is going to appoint the judges in most of the cases. Sometimes it is the the Public Service Commission also they are going to appoint. but still like the designation is given by the High Court. So, additional sessions judge, they are being appointed by the High Court. The court is being established by the state government. SG means state government. So, in every sessions division it is going to establish sessions court. Likewise, depending upon the number, sessions judge, additional session judge, second additional session judge, third additional session judge, likewise it can go on increasing. Okay, this is one sessions case. Then comes CJ, okay. Let us not speak about CJM, let us directly go to judicial magistrate. So, we know judicial magistrate of first class, judicial magistrate of second class. So, even they are being appointed by the High Court. It could be with respect to district or subdivision, it varies, okay. Among these judicial magistrate of first class, among these persons, JMFC, chief judicial magistrate is being appointed. So, CJM is a bit higher position, they have more powers than JMFC. Even he is a judicial magistrate only, but like he is being promoted to a next level. Okay. So, CJM or more number of CJMs who are called as additional CJM. So, High Court is appointing JMFC to be a CJM. It is the High Court which decides which magistrate, which JMFC can I appoint as CJM. So, likewise it decides. Okay. So, that is why sessions judge, soon after that the power goes to the CJM, after that it goes to JMFC, after that it is JMSC. And there could also be judicial magistrate of first class courts, okay, judicial magistrate of second class courts which are special JMFC and special JMSC. There could also be subdivisional judicial magistrate. We also have subdivisional judicial magistrate who are being appointed for the purpose of that particular subdivision. The High Court may designate. So, High Court is having the power. And see here, this is the qualification which is required for appointing special judicial magistrate. Remember this. So, person who is having a government post, okay, any person who is having a government post, he may be appointed as a special judicial magistrate by bestowing him upon the powers of JMFC or JMFC. Suppose I am working as a law secretary in a law department. I am having a government post. I am not a magistrate, I am not a judge, but central government is recommending my name, saying that let her be special judicial magistrate, let her be special judicial magistrate of first class. So, it is giving me some powers. So, it is upon the request of the state government or the central government, it could be central or state government also, anything. But because of this, any person who is having government post, they can be given the powers of the JMFC or JMFC. So, they are said to be special judicial magistrate. Okay. So, this is one classification. Just remember, the persons are being appointed by the High Court. The courts are being established by the state government. Sometimes state government is consulting the High Court also for the establishment of such courts. So, it asks like whether it is necessary, do you require for the disposal of more number of cases, do you require some additional funds so that we can establish a new court. So, it can ask it can consult the High Court and it can commence, it can establish a new court. I hope this is clear, but still for more clarity let us understand like bit more. Okay, first let us understand executive magistrate. So, even in the category of executive magistrate, so executive magistrate is a common name. Okay. So, many executive magistrates could be there. Among them, the chief who is at the top level, he can be appointed as a district magistrate. Along with him, the person of the same cadre, they may be appointed as additional district magistrate. Okay. DM and additional district magistrates could be there. And so, these are district magistrate is for district, whereas subdivisional magistrates are there, they are for subdivisions, for the divisional level. So, there subdivisional magistrates can be appointed who are also called SDM or you can call Tahsildar also. Okay. And as we understood special judicial magistrates, likewise we also have special executive magistrates. So, who can be special executive magistrate? Special executive magistrates could be, of course, executive magistrate, he himself can become special executive magistrate if for a particular purpose he is appointed. So, there is some what we can say quarrel which is taking place, a riot which is taking place, to unlawful assembly and everything is going on. So, in order to take security bonds, the court may constitute executive magistrate court. So, it says that of a particular area, I will make you as a special judicial magistrate, special executive magistrate. You please look upon those matters. So, those powers are given to already an executive magistrate who was already working as an executive magistrate. For him, an additional charge has been given. So, even an executive magistrate can become special executive magistrate, or this is very important. See, a police officer not below the rank of superintendent of police, SP. So, if a police officer who is minimum of SP level or higher person, he also may be appointed as special executive magistrate. That is one very important thing we can understand. So, he need not be IAS level or public service commission level person. He may be from police department, but minimum SP rank will be there. So, even for SP they might have to clear IPS exams, but not of administrative service, but of police service. They must be from police service. So, even if they are from police service also, they can be appointed as special executive magistrates. Okay. So, remember one thing, it could be for a particular purpose, particular area. So, we understood special judicial magistrate and special executive magistrate, both are of different category. So, any government person, any person holding government post, if recommended by state government or central government, he may be appointed as special judicial magistrate. Then who can be appointed as special executive magistrate? Any executive magistrate or any police officer who is not below the rank of SP, even he can be appointed as special executive magistrate. Okay. So, I hope you have understood certain things we have understood. Again we will revise, okay, with the help of this chart. So, this is a hierarchy which was as per CRPC. This is CRPC level. So, we are also understanding what is the power of such courts, what are the powers of criminal courts. So, this is as per CRPC, but let us also discuss what changes have been made in BNSS. Okay, almost 90% is same, but some changes have been made. We need to discuss that because that has been the reorganization which has taken place. See, right from the top level, apex court, that is the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is a court. It does not try criminal cases. From here we can see High Court can try criminal cases, but Supreme Court hears appeals and everything. So, Supreme Court is having authority to give any sentence, to pass any judgment, to give any punishment, any fine which is authorized by law. Of course, it cannot order some like eye to eye, tooth to tooth. They cannot cut off the hand for a person, like some different law, Hammurabi law, like this we say, right. So, not as per some other code, but as per Indian law, whatever punishment is being permitted, all punishments can be imposed by the Supreme Court. So, that is the power of the Supreme Court. The same thing goes with the High Court also. The High Court also can pass any sentence authorized by law. So, Supreme Court and the High Court we have seen. Sessions Court is also having the same power. Okay, Sessions Court means we do not only mean Sessions Court, Sessions Judge, it also means additional Sessions Judge also. Even they are having the power to pass any sentence authorized by law. Even they can pass death sentence also, but while giving death sentence, they have to take the confirmation from the High Court. That is a very, very important thing. Okay, the Supreme Court, Sessions Court, if it passes, or the Sessions Judge, if he awards death sentence, such death sentence is not final. Such death sentence has to get confirmation by the High Court, only then it becomes final. Okay. So, this is same, nothing, no changes have taken place. We have seen Sessions Judge, and also additional Sessions Judge also has the same power. There is also one more category which is said to be Assistant Sessions Judge, which now in BNSS they have omitted. Okay. Assistant Sessions Judge was a person who was he had power to pass sentence up to 10 years. He could pass sentence up to 10 years and also fine. But now BNSS has completely omitted this position. Okay. So, Assistant Sessions Judge post is not there now. BNSS we don't find this type of court. And BNSS also had metropolitan magistrate who could give punishment up to 3 years and up to 10,000 fine. Even this has been omitted. Okay. So, main two categories which have been omitted from BNSS are assistant sessions judge and the metropolitan magistrate. So, when metropolitan magistrate himself or the court itself has been abolished, then the related courts which are special metropolitan magistrate, chief metropolitan magistrate, so also they also have been omitted. All the connected matters have been omitted from BNSS with regard to metropolitan magistrate. So, what do you mean by metropolitan magistrate? Because it was concerned about like metropolitan area. What is metropolitan area? Metropolitan area is an area where population is minimum 1 million, or we can say it as minimum 10 lakhs, 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs, right. So, minimum 10 lakh population whichever city is having, that is said to be metropolitan area, and for every metropolitan area there could be metropolitan magistrates. So, this we have seen, this we have understood, but now this does not hold value at all. Okay. This is one such thing. So, these 4 kinds of categories have been omitted, but the rest of the sections, see Chief Judicial Magistrate. So, this has been retained. Chief Judicial Magistrate or additional CJM, they are having the power to pass sentence up to 7 years. Up to 7 years they can pass sentence, or also fine, they can impose fine also. Okay. And subdivision, the next category is judicial magistrate. It could be subdivisional magistrate or JMFC or JMSC. So, usually subdivisional magistrate is having the power to pass sentence up to 3 years or fine up to 10,000. So, this is as per CRPC. Okay. So, this is same as this JMFC, this is same as this. See, judicial magistrate or special judicial magistrate of first class, they had the power to give sentence up to 3 years and up to 10,000 fine. So, now what has been made? A new change which has taken place is that the fine limit has been increased. JMFC or special judicial magistrate of first class can impose fine up to 50,000. This has remained the same. This is same, 3 years, this is same, but regarding fine, okay. So, 10,000 fine was there, this has been increased to rupees 50,000. Okay. And when it comes to this category, JMSC category, here JMSC second class, he could pass sentence up to 1 year and fine up to 5,000 earlier. Now, as per new BNSS, this fine has been increased and we can say up to 10,000 he can impose fine. So, this is the new change which we can see, and also they have said that these two courts can also award a punishment which is known as community service. They can also award community service as a punishment. So, if we have to summarize this, whatever we saw so far, regarding deletion, what has been omitted? One is regarding assistant sessions judge court, not additional but assistant sessions judge court or sessions judge post has been abolished, and metropolitan magistrate, this has been abolished. Along with this, special metropolitan magistrate, chief metropolitan magistrate, all these posts have been abolished. And when it comes to change, what change has taken place with reference to JMSC, punishment has been increased from 10,000 to 50,000, and when it comes to JMSC, from 5,000 punishment to 10,000 punishment has been increased. and also community service has also been awarded as the punishment. Both of them can award community service as a punishment. Okay. So, this is one such important thing. Please remember these 4 changes, 2 deletions and 2 changes. So, what do we mean by community service? So, community service is a new form of punishment which has been included in Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. But what do you mean by this? What do you mean by community service? So, community service is something where the court can award punishment as service to the community. So, it asks the offender to do service, to do some work which is benefiting the community, and without any remuneration. He cannot take any remuneration from that. So, that is said to be community service. Example like controlling traffic, cleaning, okay. So, these kind like which is benefiting for all, that is the main agenda, or planting trees, maintaining the environment, maintaining the garden. So, all these are examples of community service we can say. So, likewise we have also seen the executive magistrate category. So, district magistrate level, there could be additional district magistrate, we have sub-divisional magistrate, in that only we have actually the executive magistrate and the special executive magistrate. These 2 categories we can understand, and the same thing has been continued in BNSS as well, no changes as such. So, then let us understand, just see here, this is the punishment, okay. The same thing I have explained again with the help of this section number. Remember this section 22 and section 23 BNSS, okay. Earlier section 28 and 29 of CRPC, now section 22 and 23 of BNSS. What do they state? See, High Court, Sessions Judge, they are having power to pass any sentence authorized by law, but when it comes to death sentence, Sessions Judge has to take a confirmation from the High Court, okay. Chief Judicial Magistrate can also pass any sentence authorized by law, but he cannot pass death sentence, he cannot pass life imprisonment, and he cannot pass any sentence exceeding 7 years. Then about Judicial Magistrate of first class, he cannot pass imprisonment exceeding 3 years, he cannot give fine exceeding 50,000 rupees, and he can award community service. JAM FC, so he cannot award imprisonment exceeding 1 year, he cannot award fine exceeding 10,000 rupees, and he cannot award community service. He can award community service, and they have given the meaning of community service. Community service is such thing which is a service which has been imposed by the court as a punishment without remuneration, but it should be benefiting the community. The work nature should be such that it has to benefit the community at large. That is the meaning of community service. That community service has been added as a way of punishment in Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. Okay. This is one such thing. And the last thing, okay. See, we know the offences under BNS or any other special law, they can be tried by the High Court, they can be tried by the Sessions Court, or whatever in table, first schedule table has been given. Okay, in BNSS there is a table which has been given where its column shows that these offences can be triable by Sessions Court, JMFC, JMSC, like that it has been given. So, as per that the courts have the power to try any offence, but there is one condition. See, as far as practicable, whenever there is a sexual offences, okay, sexual offences, we mean to say that the offences which have been defined under section 64 to 71 of BNS. So, ultimately rape offence, okay, rape, gang rape, all these offences come under this category. When the court is trying such offences, the presiding officer has to be a woman as far as practicable. It is not a compulsion, because like see, most of the time in all courts there couldn't be woman judge, but they say that as far as practicable, please assign that case to a lady presiding officer, assign the case to such court where woman is a presiding officer. So, this was the requirement as per our this rule, okay, section 21. So, ultimately if we have to summarize whatever we have studied so far, so we understood different classes of the court, different classes of the courts, and their powers. The courts, what do they mean? Sessions court we have seen, judicial magistrate, among judicial magistrate we have seen CJM, JMFC, JMSC. And we have also seen the executive magistrate. Under this category we have seen DM, SDM, and in all categories we have seen special judicial magistrate, special executive magistrate. So for special judicial magistrate he need to be a person, anyone in government post. If he is recommended by central government or state government, he can be appointed as special judicial magistrate. For becoming special executive magistrate, a person could be he could be a police officer not below the rank of SP. Even then he can become special executive magistrate. So this was the basic classification, and when it comes to their power, so sessions court is having any sentence, it can pass any sentence authorized by law. CJM can pass only such sentence up to 7 years. JMFC can pass such sentence up to 3 years and up to 50,000 fine. JMSC can pass any sentence up to 1 year and up to 10,000 fine. So this is the powers of the courts. Okay. So in the next class, future class, we will be learning about prosecutor and the police, because their role is very, very important. Because when it comes to a court, when there is a court, in a court what will happen? The court will be having the prosecutors, the investigating officers, the police. So every person's role is very, very important, right? So that's why we are going to learn this in the next class, next chapter. So let's stop here, because this is too much for a day. There are too many things. So just remember those words which I have been repeating, like I have been mentioning repeatedly, so that it remains in your mind, and the same thing you can write in the exam point by point. Okay. And also, what are the deletions? We see that CRPC had assistant sessions judge and metropolitan magistrate, which has been omitted by the BNSS. This is one very important organization and functions, powers of the criminal courts. So the next class, as I said, we'll be learning about the prosecutors, directorate of prosecution, which has been reorganized, and the police. So all these things let's understand. So thank you for listening, and see you in my next class. Take care. Bye.